have arrived in Brussels Midi and our train is at 8:23 a.m. and we are taking a DB train, and from Brussels it's a connecting train. Our first connection is going to be at Frankfurt, and then from Frankfurt we will be going to Munich. This is a train run by a German company which is known as DB, and to book the tickets I have given the link in the description below. You can check that out. These trains are a bit costly, like, to be very honest, it's not so cheap, especially if you are like on the edge of booking your tickets, it will be more costly. This is the first time we are traveling on a German train, so we have high expectations. Here comes the first class cabin, and that's our seat. Just kidding, we are super poor. As Germans pay a lot of attention to the details, especially engineering, there's nothing wrong with expecting that their trains will be above expectations. We have paid €153 and 60 cents in total for this journey from Brussels to Munich. The train is very polished inside with proper leg rooms. Well, has to be. Germans are so tall after all. And of course, before leaving Belgium, we had to take chocolate. So we have taken a small box of chocolate, which costed us only €5.50. The journey to Frankfurt is of 3 hours, and then from there again 3 hours train. Inside the DB app, you can seamlessly check in once you board the train. We have already checked in for our current route, which I forgot to record, and I'm unable to check in for the next train at this moment, but it's the same way. We have arrived at the Frankfurt station and the connecting train has not arrived yet. Announcements are going on. We literally rushed from one platform to the other thinking that we might miss our train because Germans are known for their punctuality after all. Now we are feeling like, okay bhai, chalo jaldi, bahut late ho gaya. We just want to go and rest now badly. We thought of going out in the evening, but I don't think we can do that. We are hell tired. We have arrived in Munich and the time right now is 4:24 p.m. So it was a long journey, long and hectic journey for both of us. And we are heading towards our accommodation now, which is 1.8 kilometers from the station. We are staying in Ibis Hotel. Check the link in the description for the accommodation details. Make sure that you're crossing the road when the signal is green only, and not just like India, crossing here and there. You're not supposed to walk here, you're supposed to walk here. This is the cycle lane, so you might get hit by a cycle, so don't try to walk on the cycle lane. So this is our home for the next few days, and this is the washroom, and from here that's the view. For our dinner we have ordered from Uber Eats. Uber Eats work here, and it costed us
3.59 euros, so basically 24 euros.
So now, as we are sitting inside the room, finally we are getting to relax. So let me summarize the whole thing that happened with us today. So early in the morning, around 7 a.m., we left our accommodation and then we went to the metro station of Brussels because we did not know that we could actually catch a train from there itself. So what we did was, from Brussels North, we went to Brussels Midi, and from there we took the train. So basically, the thing that we could do like this, we did like this because we had no idea. So these are all the learnings. It was a like really hectic journey for us.
So finally we reached Munich at 3:30 p.m. So it was almost 7 to 8 hours of hectic journey.
From the morning we did not have anything, like we were pretty hungry, and also I don't know why the seats are pretty weird. It's like going backwards and all the seats were facing that side. It was like, hitting the head and eyes. When we got down in Munich, we saw like few crazy people, drunk people, I don't know, they are just sitting on the station and drinking. Then we went to McDonald's and had burger and ice cream. So today we're gonna keep this day a chill day. We are not going out anymore because we will be relaxing tomorrow. We have a plan of going to Neuschwanstein Castle. We are left with no energy because for the past few days we have been roaming. Every day is a new day and it's like a new video is coming up. So we both are kind of drained. We also want to relax. Before coming to Germany, we have heard a lot of things about Germans, like positive things, negative things, like they are very punctual. Germans are also known for being super rude, and they have the best breads, best cars. So these are the things that we have heard, like theoretically, but practically we don't know what's true over here. Talking about punctuality, if I say that they are punctual, let me talk about their DB train. That is the Deutschland train, which is a German company, which was almost half an hour late, like seriously. And it happened in both the ways. Like when we came from Brussels to Frankfurt and then Frankfurt to Munich, and both the time the train was delayed. It costed us 75 euros per head to come from Brussels to Munich. And also the first train till Frankfurt, the train was really good. It was looking very international, and that hi-fi kind of train like that. And when we took the train from Frankfurt to Munich, it was like Indian local train, honestly. Like people are drinking and like speakers, full volume song, and shouting at the top of their voices. If you have your seat reserved, like you will have to pay 8 euros for that if you want to reserve your seat. And if your seats are not reserved, it will be like you can book the train tickets, but you will be standing inside the train. So we saw a lot of people, those who are like actually standing inside the train, and they were waiting for the seats to get empty. It happens in Indian trains, right? So it happens here also.
In India, averagely like the trains reach up to 150 kilometers per hour maybe. But here it was almost double, and you can actually feel the speed.
If you see the videos which I recorded, you'll feel like that I fast forwarded it, but that's not the case. And we also saw these cars like kept on the trains, like in racks. We were like, oh, look at that car, it's so unique, and look at that car, that is so unique. Every car here is actually unique. The streets are showroom, station is a showroom, everything is a showroom here for cars. DB train stands for Deutschland train, and they have this application, like if you want to book the tickets, so it's better if you book it from their application and not website. Well, website also you can do, but application will help you to sort everything in a better way. On the application you will get to see the live status, so that comes in handy while you're traveling.
If you have already reserved your seats, then you'll get an option to check in and confirm the seats where you are sitting. Also, if there are any delays or change of platforms, then the app will itself trigger the notifications for you.
And if you think that you can travel in trains without tickets, that's a very wrong idea. You cannot do that. So make sure that you're always getting your tickets before getting on the train. Your tickets will be checked
and in caps, it will be checked. This time it wasn't checked, but every time we got on the train, our tickets were checked. One very interesting fact about Europe is that if you have a Shenzhen visa with you and you're traveling by train, your visa or passport won't be checked. Actually, I won't say that it won't be checked. In our case, it wasn't like checked. If you're traveling via flight, that time there's a chance that your just visa will be checked. There will be no kind of stamping. But I have heard that if you ask the customs that you want to collect stamps, so they will put a stamp on your passport.
You have the option to book flights, but I think the train connectivity in Europe is pretty good. You have a lot of options. The prices are very less compared to the flights. So I think it's always better to travel by trains if you don't like traveling in bus.
And do subscribe to my channel for bombarding you with so much of information. And also follow me on Instagram because I post a lot of stories on Instagram, which I won't be able to do on YouTube. My Insta ID is given on the screen. Follow me there. Until then, let us just chill now. We have done enough for today. Bye-bye. I'll see you in my next video.
We were going to end this video, but then saw a crowd formed on the building across the street with police vans. Not sure what's the case. There's nothing on the internet as well. Feel free to drop a comment below and share your thoughts on this incident.